Joining me now from our bureau in New York City, political strategist and organizer of the Philadelphia cleanup, Darius Mayfield. Darius, would you agree with my assessment there that this effort, Make America Clean Again, is not only about cleaning up inner cities, cleaning up physically, but cleaning up philosophically and politically as well?
1,000%, Graham. I think that's exactly the time we're in, and I often say, what a time to be alive, because we have so many opportunities in front of us and so many avenues to get to where we want to be. And honestly, it really is, because a lot of these communities, especially that we're in right now, have been run by Democrats for decades now. And it's really just why? Why do they look like this? Because we know if a quarter of this stuff happened in any suburban neighborhood, these things would be cleaned up fast. And if they weren't, politicians would be kicked out of office, and they make sure they get somebody in there to do the job the right way. So we want to go into these urban and inner city communities and let people know that they can have pride and they can stand up for themselves, and make sure we continue being the change we want to see by cleaning up these neighborhoods and making sure politicians in these areas understand that there's no more games being played. This is 2019, and we want them to do their jobs, and we want them to do it now.
And we can picture some of these cities in our minds, right? Like Chicago or Baltimore. A lot of cleanup needs to be done, both politically and physically. And you're heading the cleanup in Philadelphia.
1,000%.
Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. What areas in particular in Philadelphia are you targeting?
Well, we're going to be in the North Philadelphia area around Temple University. Our host site is going to be Bright Hope Baptist Church, and we'll be in that North Philadelphia area, in and around Bright Hope Baptist, as well as Temple University on the day. And when people go, you can actually go to the website to volunteer. We'll have maps on the day so people can physically see exactly what we'll be cleaning up all throughout the city in North Philadelphia.
And as you clean, will you also be proffering a message? I understand you just said that there are churches involved, and there might be a nice religious message involved as part of the cleanup, but is there another message as well as you clean?
Absolutely. There's two messages. One is love, because this is all out of love, which the founder of these cleanup efforts, Scott Pressler, made that abundantly clear in everything he's done and the way he moves. And the other, to be honest with you, is just pride, putting a sense of pride back in these communities. I was fortunate enough to get to where I am now in life, but I did grow up in a low-income neighborhood, single mother, welfare, Section 8. So I've lived in these communities before. I've been there. I know what it's about. And I know this has been going on for decades and decades. And again, we're just sick of it. And in 2019, there's no reason for it. So we just want to spread a message of pride, especially to the youth, to be honest with you, because one thing we did find when we also organized the North cleanup effort a few months ago, when we were out there, just like Philadelphia, we found that there was some areas within these bad areas that were actually very, very nice. And what you found was a lot of the older generation, they still have those habits of keeping their yards clean, keeping things upkept. And it seems like the younger that people get, the more they've kind of went away from that in a sense, and they weren't taught that same way. So we want to inspire the next generation of youth coming up to make sure they don't follow on the same path, and make sure they know they can take pride in their communities, and they can continue and start being the change they really want to see.
It's all about pride, what you're discussing there. It's all about pride.
Yes, sir.
And speaking of that, you mentioned Scott Pressler. Here's his synopsis of what's happening on Saturday. Roll tape.
November 2nd is our voter registration training, and also hashtag Make America Clean Again. This is a national day of action where people are invited from coast to coast to go out into your community. All you have to do is get a trash bag, some gloves, go out into your backyard, your local area, and pick up trash. Then what I would like you to do is take a picture and video of your work and post on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, hashtag Make America Clean Again.
That simple, hashtag Make America Clean Again. Darius, I would imagine there's some voter registration going to be going on Saturday during the cleanup process as well, right? Isn't that what this is all about? Getting people to register to vote?
I mean, well, that's definitely part of what it's become about, because that is Scott's That's his forte right there. Scott travels around the country and he registers different Republicans to show up at the polls and vote on election day. So I've actually seen in our messaging over the last few days that a bunch of people that are also connected with the movement are bringing out voter registration forms. So we're going to encompass everything and make it one big effort of cleaning the city and making sure people are registered to vote, to make sure we can actually enact the change that we want to see and not just talk about it.
What greater motivation than what we're witnessing in Washington, D.C. right now, rain down upon the 45th President of the United States, is motivating people to register for vote. Darius, good luck and thank you.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.